everybody, it's Lisa from the Silver Farmhouse. Let's make some vintage primitive popcorn bags. So you're just going to need a regular size brown paper lunch bag. You can buy them anywhere. Just as they do make some larger versions, you just want the regular size lunch bag. All you do is snip the bottom off. Okay, you can use the bottom for your paint, you can use it for filler, just hold on to it. So basically what I'm going to do is, this is the popcorn bag, isn't it so cute? So I'm going to measure out 7.5 inches on my bag in length, and then you're just going to cut the end off with that little tip at, well, the top of the bag off, because it has that little scoop in it. So now your bag is open on both ends. You're just going to take a bead of hot glue and put a bead on one side of the flap and on the other side of the flap. Glue them closed, and then you have to open up the side flaps and add a little bit of glue to each side flaps to glue them closed. Now your bag is kind of sealed up, just like a popcorn bag. Now, what you're going to do is take some brown paper bag, add a little bit in, crumble it up, put a little stuffing in there. You want to pop your sides out a little bit. You don't want to make it overfill, just a little bit. So I'm just crumbling up some brown paper bag, and I'm using that as my filler. Once you have it full as you want it to be, you're just going to add more beads of glue to the top flaps. Now, one to one side, one to the other, seal it up, and then open up your side flaps and add a little bit of glue to each of the side flaps so you glue them closed. And now you have your popcorn bag. It comes out so cute, and it's so easy to do. Now I'm going to place some fabric on the front of my popcorn bag. This is just a striped fabric I got in Walmart. And I am going to use a piece of muslin fabric on top of that to kind of just break up the stripe a little bit. So just add some hot glue and glue it to the front of your bag. It's not the exact length of the front. I don't want to the top and to the bottom. And I did leave a little bit of brown paper bag showing on each side. So I'm just gluing my piece of coffee stained muslin fabric on the top. And then I have little labels here. They say popcorn. My husband actually created these little labels for me. I'm going to cut one out. I'm going to glue it onto the front of the bag. If you don't have a label, you can put a hang tag on the front of your bag and write popcorn on it with just a black Sharpie marker. What we're going to do next is I'm going to coffee stain this entire bag. So I'm just going to take some coffee. My coffee mixture is a half heaping cup of instant coffee to 1 cup of hot water. I mix it in a cup, put it in a spray bottle, and I do put rubber gloves on for this because it does dry out my hands. I'm giving the entire bag a good squirt of this coffee. And now I'm just going to take my hairdryer and we're going to dry this bag up a bit. Now that we're done drying our bag up, listen, it might not be 100% dry, but it's okay. Take your black ink pad and a brush. This is just a basic black ink pad. I am going to rub it a little bit heavier over the edges and then a little bit here and there. It kind of just gives it a more antique, primitive look. You don't have to do this step if you don't want to, but I am also doing the back of the bag, and I will do the fabric and my little popcorn tag as well. I'm also getting into the sides of the bag too. I just like the way the ink makes it look a little bit more older than just the coffee. So once you have your bag all sprayed up, you are basically done. This is just such an amazing quick little project. Let me show you how I displayed mine. I put them in a little crate. I also did a little tag on the front of my crate. Just it's like little old people standing, and I used some thumbtacks to adhere it to the crate. I also made a cute little hang tag with a Ferris wheel on it. I used some Jim Holtz little papers that I bought in Hobby Lobby, and they had a cute little Ferris wheel one, so I glued that on the tag as well. And I do like to coffee stain my hang tags up as well. This little crate here was from Hobby Lobby. It fits 4 popcorn bags, but they also make a larger version of this crate, and that fits 6 popcorn bags, and that's what I did with mine. So I'm just going to make a quick little hang tag and show you guys how I made my hang tag. So I used coffee stain hang tags. I buy my hang tags off of Amazon. and I do coffee stain them myself with the same coffee mixture. I actually just took a picture of my Jim Holtz piece of paper printed it out. That way I still have it and I could reuse it. And then I just printed it out on some cardstock. I glued it to my tag, and I'm going to coffee spray my tag up a little bit and give it a little bit of a hair dryer and some black ink just to give it a more antique aged look. And that's how I created my hang tag. Love how this turned out. You know what, puppy pee pads too? Do you see my puppy pee pad there? They're great for coffee staining. So I'm just taking my black ink pad. I'm going to rub my hang tag with it a little bit, and that's how I created my hang tag. So here's the set of 4, and then I have my set of 6 in my crate. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick little tutorial. Thank you for following the Silver Farmhouse.